Or am I getting it? Am I getting the bug? I am getting the bug. We're all getting it. Yay! Hello, everybody. Oh my goodness, my mic is so loud. Hello. Let me try and fix this. I hope I didn't just make anyone jump if they had me, like, minimized. Oh. I see. What about this? I'm so sorry. I feel like I start every single stream with microphone issues. And I knew something was amiss in my last stream because I went to edit it and my mic was peaking a ton. Turns out at some point I've probably turned up my input gain crazy style because basically I can do it in my digital mixer, which is more accurate because I can actually see the decibel. But you can also do it on the microphone with this. So I've probably like turned it by mistake when I've gone to mute or something. In fact, let me do some investigative journalism right now. Okay, it does take some doing to actually turn it up. And mine's originally on like 10 to 12. It was up to 27, so I'm sorry if the start of the stream was extremely loud just then. I even have the wave gain lock active. I'm going to deactivate and reactivate it. I'm so close to getting a new mic. I'm just like trying not to spend the money at this particular point in my life. Anyway, happy Monday. Welcome to a brand new week and another stream. It is a bank holiday in the UK, the Easter. So for those of you in the UK, hope you're enjoying your day off. If you have a day off, most people do. Hi, Berman. Accidentally had stream on mute, so no idea if it was loud. Okay. That means hopefully very few, if not no one, got their ears blasted off. And in the VOD that I'm going to post on YouTube, I can just edit that sound level down slightly so no one has to go deaf. How are you doing today? I hope you had a lovely weekend. Whether you celebrate Easter or not, I hope you had a nice time. Today is a little bit different from most of the streams we've been doing in retail lately. We are on my shaman today. This is Okasan, which means mother in Japanese. I made her for the purpose of housing because she's an adorable panda, although right now she's like dressed for war. This is my cutesy panda shaman, and Okasan just happened to be an available name, so I took it. However, she's level 81, and the max level is now level 90. And we have the timewalking event this week up until Wednesday for me, so we can queue for Cataclysm timewalking dungeons. And we also have the Dark Moon Fair, as you can see. And the Dark Moon Fair has a carousel that we can ride for a 60-minute buff that gives us 10% extra experience gain from all sources. So I'm going to head to the carousel. I guess that we can queue for a dungeon now. That's the plan for today. Keep it nice and simple. We are just probably back-to-back grinding out time-walking dungeons. I'm gonna queue as Resto because, I mean, it's fitting for this character. It's just like a waterbender. And she'll get shorter queues. I'm noticing, however, that my keybinds are all messed up. Oh no. Add on. Damn it. ABB help. Okay, keybind profile help. Had a great weekend, did nothing but play video games and cook. It was great. Ah, nice. Very relaxing. Mine was the opposite, Bowman. Mine was busy. Very busy. Good busy, but busy. I'm a little bit tired this week. And if my voice is a little bit shot, like a little raspy, I kind of lost my voice after the party on Saturday evening. Because the music was very loud. And the music was a little too small. The venue was too small for the music. I need to fix these keybinds. KBP. Slash KBP list. Slash KBP Okasan. Hey. Okay. Well, I'm gonna have to... I just clipped something by accident. Oops. I'm gonna have to figure this out on the fly, aren't I? Oh, this could be catastrophic, actually. Also, I think this boss is bugged. That's what I heard everyone saying. The first boss of this dungeon. Time-walking dungeons have been so much fun. Oh, good, Bowman. I'm glad you've been enjoying them. There's more time-walking in, I think, like 2 weeks. I think I saw on the calendar that there's another week of time-walking, yeah. For EU, which means for NA it'll be on Tuesday. On Wednesday the 22nd, we have Mr. Pandaria time-walking, which is one of my favourites. Honestly, let me lust this. Oh no. Oh, okay, I think they fixed it. How was the party? The party was good, thank you. The costume didn't really turn out as good as I wanted it to. For context, anyone who didn't know, I attended my friend's mum's 60th birthday, and the theme was 80s. And I went as Cher, which arguably isn't exclusively 80s. Like, I think she became really popular in the 70s, but then she had some hit songs in the 80s, and honestly, she's still popular nowadays, so who's to say what decade she belongs to? But I ran with the idea of Cher because it seemed simple. I wore a black mini dress with a black leather jacket and black boots and black tights. And I tried to tease and backcomb my hair to make it as kind of bushy and voluminous as she had it back in the 80s. Now, her hair was also quite curly back then, and I don't really have the means for that. The tank is really not meant to be doing this. So I kind of just backcombed it. I got the Dyson out to try and like use the tightest curling rod attachment that I have to try and make some form of curl formation. It didn't really turn out at all. But yeah, I tried to backcomb my hair. It didn't hold. So it kind of just ended up looking like my normal hair, just a little bit more voluminous. I did actually manage to do the makeup quite successfully, I would say. Like, Cher had quite a iconic eye look in the 80s where she sort of did quite a defined crease and then a little smoky outline in the corner. Um, so I mean, I'm well versed in the world of smoky eye looks, so I managed to piece that together in like 20 minutes, which was good. And we were like a hour and a half late to the party, but never mind. Um, and yeah, it was good. A lot of my friends went, so it was nice to catch up with them. I didn't get super duper drunk, so I wasn't too hungover the next day. I was a bit hungover, I'll be honest. I tried to intersperse the alcohol with water. So we arrived. I had a gin. I was drinking solely gin all night. Uh, and then I drank water, like a big cup of water. And then another alcoholic drink, and then another cup of water. I kind of just did that the whole night, so I was never super drunk. But I hadn't really drunk much water just in the day. So I kind of needed to do some catching up. So the next day, yesterday, I was a little bit headachy for most of the day and quite tired because we didn't go to bed until like 2 a.m. But bear with. Where are my cooldowns in this ridiculous keybind format? Um, we went to bed at 2, but I woke up at 9, which honestly surprised me because I thought I'd be knocked out until like 11 or something, but apparently not. So I probably didn't have as much sleep as I needed, but my body woke up at 11 and I didn't really, not 11, at 9, and I didn't super feel the need to go back to sleep, so I just got up. uh, Managed to still, like, be somewhat productive on my Easter Sunday. Still did my full hair wash routine, although I did leave my hair to go au natural this week. It is in a clip right now. It looks super messy. I just thought actually it looked kind of cute on camera, which is unlike me. Usually I try and finesse my hair down to the very last detail, and I still end up not liking it. But I've had my hair in this clip very loosely all day just because I wanted it out of my face, and then little pieces have fallen out as the day's gone on, and I thought it was kind of cute, so I just left it for now. Um, Went and saw my mum yesterday. Picked up a parcel. We raided. Raided? We had raid. In the evening. We are now ahead of the curve on Voidspire. We killed the Crown of the Cosmos on Heroic, which was very exciting. And then we went straight into March on Quel'Danas, the last raid of the tier. And we did both the bosses on normal. So the next point of progress will be Pandaren Heroic, which will be exciting. So despite the hangover and the tiredness, still managed to have an okay Sunday. We've had some lovely weather, and the weather is continuing to improve, which is very exciting. Love getting drunk on water. Beyonce got drunk in love, so naturally messy. Yeah. Which is funny because only the other day we were talking about messy buns and how the hairstyle that is designed to look messy and rushed takes the most manicuring. That's kind of just happened today, as the messiness just happened, but in a nice way. Ish. Thank you, Bowman. Oh, my tea's gone cold. I knew that would happen. Too much yap. Okay, I'm able to piece this dungeon together with my incorrect keybinds, but I would love to fix it because I have started cementing this character's keybinds into muscle memory, and that's currently breaking it. Did I pull the boss? There's no way I pulled the boss. Don't know what my cooldowns are. Where are they? Spirit Link is on tab, which I'm gonna need right this second. Hank doesn't know how to do this boss. That's great. Um. Okay. This is really starting to hurt. There we go. Oh, okay. Just, yep. Yep, okay. Yeah, you can pull them out. That's it. Amazing. This boss, I swear. This boss literally one-shot me yesterday. I was gagged. What part of it? When it stands in the fire in the middle? It's very dangerous. Where the hell is my other cooldown? Where's Healing Tide? I actually don't think it's on my bar. That's horrific. It was on my bar yesterday. I don't know how I'm not Uum after all of that. Oh, I got 2 gear pieces. Head in the back. Nice. Or maybe I don't have Healing Tide. I don't have my Dispel keybound in this layout. It should be on R. In fact, I can quickly move it because there is a keybind for R. It's just the wrong ability. Should have fixed this before. I think it was the one before. Shot a meteor. I thought I could live that. Oh, the first boss of this dungeon has a chain mechanic where everyone in the group gets chained to a big ball and you have to kill the ball to break your chain and run away. And if you don't break it and run away fast enough, the boss one-shots you. Is that maybe what you're referring to? Gosh, Resto Shaman's kind of easy. Might have been that. I wasn't paying full attention. Loft's killed me with that mechanic before. There's a clip of it. He's very proud of himself. To be fair, I have to rate it. Like, it was very well played for him to kill me and not kill himself. Like, the timing was on point. He's just a little shit sometimes. That was a long time ago now. Okay. So I'm going to head out and I'm going to immediately change these keybinds because I don't know why they've changed. Slash KBP help. What are the... Okay, so I need to set my keybinds. And then... slash KBP save. And then give it a name. So I can call this loadout, like, Resto Shaman or something. Hi, Siri. All good, thank you. How are you doing today? No, not this Siri, the other Siri. Every time. Okay. Let's fix this, because this is a disaster. Action bar. The first 4 are correct, then this is wrong. The rest of those are correct. And then... we have action bar 3. We shift 5. This is 7. No, that's not correct either. Okay, slash KBP save restoration Shaman. Period. Okay. Hopefully my keybinds are correct now. I'm good. Timed 2 14s today. My goodness, Siri, you're a machine. Are you just pushing them as high as you can? Is there a specific goal in mind? Because you're already Keystone Legend, aren't you? 3k? I think you must be if you're on to 14. Did the Dream Rift and Void Spire on LFR last night, and the Void Spire is such a cool instance, especially the last fight. It is very cool, yeah. It's a lot visually, but it is a cool fight, yeah. Would you say that Void Spire is your favorite raid? I guess maybe if you've not tried the March on Quel'Danas yet. Want 15s across the board. Oh. Interesting. Well, I wish you luck. Okay, luckily we didn't die in that dungeon because we would have lost our leveling buff. We are halfway to level 82. So honestly, I'm just gonna hop back on the carousel. I'm gonna queue again. And I'm gonna stare at the floor so that no one gets motion sickness. Because if I look out here, we're just constantly spinning and I don't want people to get sick. I was gonna see if I could find that clip. Oh, that was easy. This is from September 2023. Loth and I had just got together. Hang on a minute. Get rid of this Dark Moon Fair music in the background. Gosh, my stream quality was so bad back then. I knew this was going to happen. Laugh! Laugh! That is so horrible. I was about to reincarnate. I'm going to die again. That is so rude. Isn't that awful? I should have known. Right. Oh, I like this dungeon. Yeah, Berman, I think it's hard to form an opinion on a raid as short as the Dream Rift. I've personally never raided a raid that's only got one boss in it. March on Quel'Thanas has two, but it does feel more impactful, in my opinion. March isn't out on LFR yet. Getting invited in the group finder seems like a nightmare. Yes, people can be quite picky with like item level and such. But it will be out for LFR probably next week. I'm not going to send my heroism just yet because I can't benefit from it. Well, don't stand in it. Oh my goodness. What do you mean? Great. Okay, I don't think I've ever died on that boss. I think the tank just got a little bit too enthusiastic. Hi, Yenny. Love the specs. Mine are similar. Oh, thank you. These are my very first pair of glasses. I only got prescription to wear glasses like summer last year. So I'm still a glasses baby. I'm not sure they super suit me. I thought they did in the shop, but I think next pair of glasses I don't want them to have the little feet that sit on the bridge of your nose. They make my glasses sit super high up on my face. They look a little bit strange. But maybe it's just me. I don't know. How are you today, Yenny? I hope you had a lovely weekend. Did you get up to anything nice? Try to join for... The hell was that? Oh. I did just comment. Sorry, Bowman, I was reading your message. Hello? Genuinely thought we weren't gonna kill that just then. Anyway, sorry. Tried to join 4 voice power groups on normal, but they said no, so I figured it's not worth trying. Trying to get high level delves right now. Oh, fun. Have you been enjoying them? She's completely immune. Yeah, okay. Ain't no way. Ain't no way. Ain't no way. Mechex was right. These time walking dungeons are more difficult now. Interesting.
There is an unnatural darkness to this place, a perpetual midnight. Take caution, heroes, and do not.
This boss has been a constant struggle in my groups. Weird. The scaling's all wonky.
There is nothing left for
I mean, I could have used heroism. I just believed that I didn't have to.
The darkness surrounds you. The light of Elune is your only salvation.
My group struggled on the last boss of this dungeon. Okay, good to know. Maybe I need to hold my lust for the very last boss. I probably would have anyway.
The moonlight can bring rest to your weary souls in this forgotten place.
Oh, also we died, so we don't have the Dark Moon Fair buff. Oh well. Been enjoying some delves more than others. The Grudge Pit was awful, but Shadow Enclave is great. Do you know what? I'm not the biggest fan of Shadow Enclave, of the Grudge Pit either. I thought I'd really like it because the Grudge Pit's just one room, but it always causes me trouble, that delve. I think it's because everything is so compact in there. It's very easy to pull extra stuff. Valera tends to just go on her own little side quests in there and get me into trouble. I do like the Shadow Enclave though, yeah. I think my favorite's probably a Talaman. Any delve where I can actually physically mount where we're outside and stuff. That's good. Just for speed.
Guide my hand. Allow me to bring rest to these misbegotten
Doing okay, nothing crazy this weekend. Having some bad foot pain, kind of limited in what I can do. Oh, I'm sorry. I hope you got lots of rest. On a different note, my feet were in quite a lot of pain this weekend too because I wore heels for the first time in months, and they weren't even that big. But I think I'm just so out of practice. And we did walk to and from the train
Let the peaceful light
to
of
get to the venue, and then I was on my feet for like 5 hours, and then walked back. My feet were in pain. But I'm sorry to hear that you were in pain, Yanya. I hope you got lots of rest and stayed comfortable. Oops.
light dims. I am lost without your guidance. Eyes of night,
Hi Lee. Yes, leveling a shaman today. This is our lovely panda shaman, who was originally only made for housing, but I've grown to adore her. And I thought we should make the most of this
darkness closes in. My vision is
Dark Moon Fair and the Time Walking crossover. And try and do some leveling, just as a change from the Midnight Endgame stuff. How are you doing, Lee? Oh my goodness.
Mother Moon.
She's aiming every single one of those at me and I'm not paying enough attention.
Is alone in the darkness.
No, you don't.
See the
Okay.
light of the moon so clearly now. It is beautiful.
Costume party, hope you had fun. I did, thank you. I think I took a photo of my outfit. It's not a very good photo because of the mirror that we have. Also, this trash pack sometimes hurts, so I'm gonna just finish the dungeon first. I think I ended up looking just generic rock and roll more than I looked like Cher. But on the way to the party, Loth looked up the release date of the song I Love Rock and Roll. And it came out in the 80s, so that was my backup. I could just go and say, I love rock and roll. I got there. The effort was not in the room with us, I have to say. Like, one of my best friends came as a Baywatch, like, character, lifeguard, Pamela Anderson T, and she looked amazing. She always does. She puts good effort into her outfits. Someone was Michael Jackson. He looked really cool. Everyone else, pretty mid, have to say. So I'm glad I didn't try super hard, because no one else did.
You crawl unwitting like a blind, writhing worm towards endless madness and despair.
You'd be so proud. I made a Resto Shaman Tauren like I said I would, and tried healing. Oh, cool. Love that combination, especially a Resto Shaman for Tauren. Very peaceful. I love their animations too. Right. I'm scared.
I cannot follow you any further, except my blessing, and use the
Looks like I'm babysitting the hourglass. Which honestly works for me, because it means I get to decide when I'm done with the mechanics. Oh, okay, never mind. I think the DPS changed their mind.
powers of the hourglass do nothing to me.
I had it under control. You just need to believe. Have you enjoyed healing on your new Shaman, Lee? I feel like Resto Shaman's quite a nice introduction to healing. Like a nice, pretty simple healer spec. Kind of like Holy Priest. Let's go for it.
Repeat the same action and expect different results is madness. Your time has come.
Oh, it's that dungeon from End Time? It is indeed the End Time. You are correct.
You know not
And
what
we
you
survived.
have done. What I have at last it has come to pass. The moment of my demise.
Oh, we didn't get any gear.
The loop is closed. My future self will cause no more harm.
It was pretty fun. Couldn't do it for a long time, but I liked it. Nice. So attached to my Shadow Priest, but maybe eventually I'll try Holy too. It's a very nice, like, change. They're very different from each other, not just, like, visually, but... This is the best and only photo that I took. Unless... No, that photo's dreadful. We have a big custom-built IKEA wardrobe in our bedroom. And one whole side of it, one of the doors is mirrored, but it does have panels across the middle. So there's like white lines cutting me off. But this was my outfit. And just reminder, it didn't end up being Cher, so don't read me. Black mini dress with like a sheer neckline and then a black panel. Black tights, black boots, can't really see any of that, and a leather jacket. And then I just did some dark smoky eyes, a pretty like nudie lip, and as you can see, my hair kind of voluminous, but not really giving Cher in any way, shape, or form. But a costume was worn, let's just say that. And clothes were worn. Ah, thanks, Kai. Vampire Slayer. I hadn't considered that I might look like a vampire. That's probably just because I'm pale. Snaps, looking 80s as heck. Thank you, Yenny. Very edgy. I did feel kind of edgy, to be fair. It's not my typical style, I must say. Alrighty. We need to get another Dark Moon Fair buff. I think had we not died and kept our buff, we would have been level 82. But not to worry. I need to double check my Apex talent. Storm Stream Totem. Also, I should keep. Riptide has a 6% chance to upgrade your next Healing Stream Totem to Storm Stream Totem, which heals for 10% more, heals one additional ally at 100% effectiveness, and heals 2 injured allies when used. Okay, so it's like a little burst heal, empowered healing stream. Simple enough. And then at higher ranks, healing stream and storm stream healing is increased. And casting nature's swiftness, which I don't actually have, Grants a use of Stormstream Totem, and Stormstream Totem no longer consumes a charge of Healing Stream. Okay. Interesting, because these are like the Mythic plus talents, so it tells us not to take Nature Swiftness, so I guess I won't. I did this dungeon yesterday with a group, and it was actually quite doable. I think this whole time walking clunkiness is maybe a little bit group dependent. I was still in a pug. I think the pugs just... I don't know what level they were. Maybe they were either max level and really good gear, or super low level. Those are usually the two ways that time walking dungeons go super smooth. Okay. Oh, we're just pulling everything. Hey. This is horrible. This is really horrible. Should have used Ascension. That's really bad of me. Oh my god. I'm too busy trying to heal to interrupt, but that's the thing in time walking. I think people just don't bother. They think it's free. I don't really have an excuse. I have one of the shortest interrupt cooldowns in the game. Actually, no I don't. It's 30 seconds. It used to be way shorter. Sometimes we kill bosses instantly, sometimes it takes ages. Like the Sylvanas boss you struggled on, we killed in what felt like seconds. That's good, because the wall of ghouls that she spawns that insta-kills you if you don't kill it wasn't dying, so that made me a bit scared. I think had we not done a huge pull just then, we would have been fine. I wasn't really prepared for that. But we're going again. They made this boss so much more scary after they updated it for uh whatever season of Mythic Plus this was in. Let's not hold on to Ascension anymore. Just use it. It's okay. We leveled. And we got a trinket. Amazing. To replace my item level 75 trinket. Oops. And oh, now we can take Nature's Swiftness. Cool. I should take that. I don't have a place for it. I didn't consider that. It's gonna have to go up here for now. This dungeon was not fun on Mythic Plus. No, I agree. Sorry, we're pulling. It was tough. When was this in the Mythic dungeon pool? Mythic Plus pool? Wasn't all that long ago. I think it was like a War Within patch. Season 2 of War Within? Sounds right, doesn't it? Yeah. And they updated the boss mechanics because previously most of the bosses were very like simple. That first boss was terrifying once they changed it, in my opinion. Oh. It's these big pools, they just don't seem to die. But they're not healing each other. The ones later in this dungeon heal each other once you get to the... I forget what that race of people are called, like the Ramkahen people. They have priests. Oh, and we're putting this onto the boss. Is my mic okay today, by the way? I can't believe the mishap that happened with my microphone. And I didn't even know. Like, damn, my microphone is like peaking all of a sudden. Why? Oh, I just turned my input gain up by like 20 decibels. Don't mind me. I think I'm just discovering that having a digital mixer is more trouble than it's worth. Mic is good? Okay, thank you. And I apologize for the relentless mic issues that I have. If it's any consolation, I don't think they sell this mic anymore, so okay. When I go for an upgrade, it certainly won't be this exact one. These are the guys that heal. I believe it's the adepts. Yep. I don't have an interrupt. Oh, it's a full heal too. Gross. Okay. Well, this could be a wipe. What are we doing? Are we just... Okay. Like half the dungeon is on its way to us right now. Well, this is a test of my ability to play Shaman, isn't it? This is outrageous. Okay. What do I have? Healing Rain. Oh my god. Oh my... That adept on the side just full healed. Great. Okay. We did it. Oh, that made me sweat. You go, girl. She's really good. What on earth? I mean, at least they didn't pull any of the Skyfall stars. I'm honestly impressed by that. Okay. Let's do this. Definitely could have used 2 heroes in this dungeon. Should have used it on the first boss. Oh well. Who knows mechanics? Not the mage. Or the warrior. Okay. It is a bit funny when people get punished for thinking that you can just no brain time walking. Gosh, boss died though. That's good. Perfect. Oh. Heart res. Bye. Right. We are halfway to level 83. I'm just going to take a short break and then we will continue. Okay. Let us continue. Maybe level 83 with the next dungeon? Half a level? I don't know. Let's see. At least I had the right keybinds this time. I have this Scepter of Swirling Winds. I think I got this from... I think I got it from Lost City of Tolvir. I want to wear it because it's an upgrade, but I need an offhand first. I don't really want to use a main hand and not have a... What am I saying? I already have an offhand. Why did I do that? I think I thought I was wearing a star. My bad. Well, there's an upgrade. And I also need a keybind for my Nature's Swift. Should that be? Time walking seems like a nice way to level. It can be, yeah. It's a bit dependent on the role that you play. Like, DPS often have a difficult time getting into the groups because there's less demand for them. What buttons am I not using? I'm a shaman. I feel like I don't have that many. Your next healing or damaging nature spell is instant cast and costs no mana. Okay. See how Bacon Brewer does, shall we? Nice tame pull to start with. The damage in this group feels better already. Sometimes time walking is like an exceptionally good way to level, especially when they have time walking events where you get this like stacking experience buff rather than just the 10% that we're getting from the Dark Moon Fair right now. But it does seem like as of midnight, time walking is a little bit wonky. the scaling, because it used to just kind of fall over, and that was part of the fun of it. Was it's a very simple, effective, and fast way to level. It feels like they've tuned it, whether it's accidental or not. It's kind of tuned in a way that makes it a bit of a challenge, and I don't know if that was intentional. Because I don't think people play time walking for a challenge. I think everyone's looking for a fast experience. Time walking's nice at the start of a new expansion if you want to level alts, but you don't want to just constantly repeat the new expansion stuff. Like maybe you're sick of the new zones or whatever. It's like a nice alternative. Let's just send heroism right now. Oh, most people in the group didn't even get it. That's too bad. Boss not dying. Also, what is with my damage? Oh, okay. I'm doing more than an augmentation evoker, but I'm also doing more than the tank. Level scaling? Maybe. The tank is... Well, the tank was level 64. I would have assumed that they were doing more. By the way, there's a quest you can pick up in Silvermoon. That's complete 5 time walking dungeons. Yes. That accompanies the event for the week, which is very handy. I've already completed it. It's this one. Complete 5 time walking dungeons. But I am probably not going to turn it in. Actually, I guess I have to turn it in. Ideally, I want to turn it in when I'm max level, because the reward converts into something much better at max level. You get like quite a nice item level gear piece, at least for a brand new level 90. But I don't think I'm going to get to max level before the week is over, and I think once the week is over, the quest disappears, so I'm going to just have to hand it in and take whatever's in the timely goodie bag or whatever they call it. Yeah. But thank you, Bowman. Yeah, if you're like level 88 right now, for example, and you've got the quest completed, maybe it's an idea if you can guarantee that you'll be level 90 before the reset. Just keep hold of it and hand it in when you're max level. Because the stuff you get from the cache when you're not max level is not really much to write home about normally. At least it never used to be. fact that that's not even the boss is so crazy. Well, it is, but you have to do this one as well. I read somewhere that you shouldn't do Bountiful Dells until tier 8, and I just unlocked those. I'm excited to see the difference. Yeah, people, like, you absolutely can do Bountiful Dells on a lower tier. People are probably saying you shouldn't because tier 8 Bountifuls end up giving you like a nice item level piece in the vault. And this might sound really confusing. You've probably heard us talk about the vault quite a lot in my streams. At the start of a brand new reset at max level, your characters will have randomized items in a vault in Silvermoon based on the activities that you did in the previous week. And there's 9 slots in total. 3 can be filled by completing raid content. 3 can be filled by completing dungeon content. And 3 can be complete by doing like open world stuff or delves. And if you do tier 8 bountiful delves, there should be item level 259 gear in the vault for you. And I believe it's the lowest tier level that you can do that gets you like a certain threshold of item level. Might be to do with getting like hero track loot potentially. I can never quite remember. The vault confused me for an hour last night because I got a quest to claim the vault. Yes. Yeah, that's just like a little intro quest to teach you how the vault works. So I forget. I think you're NA, right? So as of tomorrow, your priest should have some stuff in the vault for you to go and open and collect. Depending on the content that you've done this week. So since last Tuesday. Oh gosh. Oh gosh. Oh gosh. Now, what are we doing up here? What? I have never seen this before. Why? Anyway. Maybe it's like a way... Oh, they're like evading. Okay. Oh, you're EU. Okay. Then on Wednesday you should be able to claim the vault. I got a quest to claim the vault and I was like, there's nothing to claim. I tried to figure it out for so long. Does the quest text not really give you any instructions? Any clearer indication of what is expected for that? Because that is quite misleading if not. Also, I died again, so there goes the Dark Moon Fair buff again. You should be able to, Bowman, check the progress that you've made on your vault so far. If you... Bear with me just a second. I believe the default keybind is I. That opens the Dungeons and Raids interface. And then if you click pre-made group... hang on a minute. I'll help you in a second. I can't do it because I'm not on a max level character. If you open the Dungeons and Raids interface with the I keybind, I believe there's a section in it called Mythic Keystone. And then in that tab, you can like click on an icon to preview your vault. You can't pick stuff out of it yet. You can't even see what's in it, but it shows you what you have done so far that week. So if there's more stuff you want to get out of the vault, then you can see what you need to target. So if you said that you did all of the LFR, then you should have all 3 of your raid slot, which is good. And then if you've been doing a bunch of delves, then I imagine your bottom row will be filled out too. So you've probably got like a nice amount of stuff in there already. Collect a reward from the Great Vault's all you get, so when you open the vault, there's nothing to claim. It got so confusing. Yeah, that is honestly counterintuitive to what they were probably trying to go for, which is a like tutorial quest. I feel like they should... No. What makes more sense? I mean, just write in the quest text more simply what is expected, in my opinion. Don't press hero. Don't you dare press heroism. The quest didn't say anything about waiting for reset or anything. Yeah. Maybe they could even make it a 2-step quest, where the first quest, like maybe you get it as soon as you hit level 90, and it says, go out and do a bunch of adventuring. Make sure you do this, this, and this if you want rewards. And then come back to me once you're done, and I'll give you a token. And then you hand in that quest, and it gives you a second quest where you get the token, and then you're told to pick your thing out of the vault. That makes more sense in my opinion. But I get how that can be misleading, so I hope it makes more sense now. Almost leveled up. We did get another cloak. What have we not done? Haven't done Stone Core, haven't done Throne of Tides. That's it. The dungeon pool is honestly kind of small for the amount of dungeons that we did have in Cataclysm. Like, I haven't done Well of Eternity since Cataclysm. I remember it so well. It would be cool to do Dead Mines as well, even though it's quite long. It's quite fun on Heroic, fighting Vanessa. I don't miss Grim Patrol or Halls of Origination, to be fair. Shadowfang Keep would be cool. Anything different? Not really. The water dungeon is so fast. It's so pretty as well. I love it. You reckon we could do like world quests while we wait? This one would be a nice, easy world quest to do. Oh, we got a new Hearthstone from completing the Void Spire. Do you want to see it? Not the Void Spire, by completing the March on Quel'Thanas. Bring up a holy book. That's about it. Kind of fun. Makes you a priest, yeah. Okie dokie. Pretty sure this world quest doesn't involve any combat. And I think it has an upgrade too, actually. You just pick up the baby Hawks Riders. Although I don't have an interact. Right. So cute. One more. Nice. That's a big upgrade. Although I probably should change my interact keybind on this character just because I'm using the C keybind for something else. Oh, speaking of Throne of Tides. Is it big pull? Fairly, yeah. And we've got oracles. I think they heal. Healing wave, I want to say. Yep. Ooh, the damage in this group is crazy. Okay. think this is the shortest dungeon in the pool. Maybe. The only thing I don't like about it too much is the kind of going back on yourself. But they at least made the elevator part more efficient when this was in the Mythic Plus pool. This part. See the big scary giant octopus. Or I guess it's a giant squid. I've been considering some other specs that might be fun to try out, because there are a couple that I have genuinely zero experience with, even after all this time of playing WoW. One of them is Holy Paladin. I've just never played it, and I don't know why. But I've played bits and pieces of Retribution. I leveled my Blood Elf Paladin as a prop Paladin. But I never really seemed interested in the healer spec for Paladins, so maybe we should try that. And also, I had this weird desire recently to try an augmentation evoker, because I don't really care for evokers that much. I don't love playing a Drakthir is one of my biggest qualms. But I do have an evoker. I made her when Dragonflight came out, and she is preservation, so she's a healer. And I find preservation a little bit stressful to heal as. It's quite an advanced healer spec. And I don't love devastation, just like a generic DPS spec. But augmentation is that like support role that they experimented with, where it's not a healer, but it's not really a DPS either. It's there to help other people do more, which is a cool concept. I wonder if it would be cool to like try out either on stream or for a video or something. I don't know if you guys have any experience with any of those two specs. I don't think what else actually. A weekend hero, why not? Same. Been thinking of trying Mistweaver Monk. Never tried it before. Oh, Yenny, I think you would like it. The animations are beautiful, if that's important to you. Kind of like Resto Shaman with the water animations. I love the mist animation that Mistweavers get. So pretty. Oh, she's immune. What am I doing? I love the Drakthir visage so much. Can't stand the dragon form. It's awesome at the start because you can fly, but it got so dull fast. Well, it's nice that there's the update. I think it's coming. I don't think it's out yet. Where you can use your visage form in combat for the most part. I think the only exceptions are when you use a breath ability as an evoker. And obviously when you're soaring, flying. Um, but I'm a little bit more tempted now. And also, it kind of makes me want to make a new Drakthir rather than just pick up my old one. Because A, I get to make a new character and customize it and make it different from my other Drakthir. And also, I'm going to need to learn that spec step by step. So, like, getting abilities as we level, getting talents, being able to read what everything does, see what synergizes with each other, rather than just jump in on what is, I believe, my level 70 and just pick up the spec with, you know, 20% of 80% of my talents already. Like, seems a bit overwhelming. I'd rather piece it together as we go. I've played quite a bit of Org in The War Within Season 1. It's fun, but only as long as you don't care about your numbers on the meters. The abilities are satisfying to use, especially upheaval. I think that's the thing. Like, I certainly wouldn't do it for damage because I know that they don't do anything. uh, but I think it would be fun to try that very niche role where you don't really fit as a tank, healer, or DPS. Just kind of doing your own thing and helping everyone else. I know when they first came out with augmentation, they hadn't programmed like the damage meters and stuff yet. So augmentation was always top of the damage meters because it was taking in the like damage increase they were giving to others as their own damage on top of the damage that they were dealing themselves. So they always looked cracked on the meters, but I wouldn't play Evoker to look at the numbers. Dragon form and login screen. I don't worry too much about that if I'm being honest. I'll just log in super fast so I don't have to look at it. If you want good numbers, you play tank, right? Tanks always top my damage meters. Especially blood TK seems so broken. Especially when you're leveling, tanks can be super busted. And then early on in the season for Midnight, prop paladins were super strong. I think they still are, to be honest. Demon hunters as well, vengeance demon hunters. But you actually don't have to do this boss. This is optional. Interesting. It has like an LOS, I'm pretty sure. My damage is kind of crazy. I think if you want to top the meters, you play a Resto Shaman. Why am I second on the meters? Oh yeah, this is the LOS. I got you.
Forgive me. I have grown too weak to be of any assistance.
It's kind of funny, actually. Kind of enjoying this. Kill it. That is outrageous. 67% of my damage came from Lava Burst. Lol.
I shall take my leave once my strength has returned.
I don't think I had Earth Living Weapon on this whole time. Oh, okay, this is a bit scary. A lot of stacks.
Beast has returned. It must not pollute my waters. As I purify these waters, the servants of filth will surely be stirred. Beware. My waters are cleansed. Drink in their power.
That is so gross. Where Ozumat's like breaking in through the glass.
My waters are cleansed. Drink in their power.
So nasty.
Their filthiness stings me. Behold the power of pure water.
Why am I on top DPS? Why am I top DPS? I want to stay top DPS now. Oh, not quite. Didn't realize I'd carry so much. Damn. My goodness. So you're a pro, duh. What's going on? I'm definitely not tracking healing done. To be fair, I did... Excuse me? Oh, I thought it wasn't on the list. Okay, so... For Ozimat, I actually did the third most healing. That's a little bit embarrassing. Fascinating. Okay. Well, this group wanted to continue, so I'm going to stay with them for now, because they were quite fast, at least. Where are we going? Oh, we're having a quest. Okay. I don't think it gives much experience.
Drogon not gonna be happy about this.
Rat Paladin is eating. Yeah, this is the one-shot mechanic. Chains of Woe. Like so. Thank you for proving my point. Hey. Yeah, okay. Can you reset this, boss? Probably not. No, okay, perfect. I'll just run out then. Keep getting a bug on this boss where it spawns me directly below the chains and I can't target them. So it says you must be facing the target. I heard about this bug, Yenny, yeah. That is very strange. Are other people, like, killing it for you, at least? It seems like quite a tight DPS check, honestly, which is a crazy thing to say about time walking. Just get smacked? Oh no. It didn't seem to happen for us on that occasion. Someone just didn't move out the way fast enough. I did a Mythic 0 dungeon yesterday, and I was so confused when my tank made the call, let's wipe, and jumped off the map. Yeah, that happens. That happens. But your first Mythic dungeon, though, that's really exciting, Bowman. That's honestly, like, amazing progress, because, I mean, Mythic dungeons didn't exist when I first started playing the game, but I certainly wasn't playing them when they first came out, even when I, you know, by that point I was quite experienced in the game. How did you find it? Yeah. That is really tight. Or am I getting it? Am I getting the bug? I am getting the bug. We're all getting it. Yay! I mean, winnable, winnable. Oh, someone left. Damn. This is winnable. We're not going to be able to kill this next chain fast enough, I fear. See? Easy boots. Gosh, that's horrific. I see what you all mean now. I thought you were saying that just one person was unable to target the chain, but no, we all get ported under and no one can attack the chain. Got it. Good to know. I needed to up my item level to queue Void Spire on LFR, so I figured I'll do Mythic Dungeon to get Gear Piece so I can queue. Nice. I think you can probably get the item level that you need through Heroic Dungeons if you wanted an easier time. You can queue for Heroic Dungeons the same way that you can queue for normal dungeons in the Dungeon Finder. But I mean, if you did a Mythic 0 and it went fine, then by all means, continue. Surprised about how not super difficult it was. Oh. You get some nice item level stuff from Mythic Zeros too. 240, I believe. Or 246 from the seasonal Mythic Zeros, actually. 246. W Patat code. See if we can do this room politely. That very rarely happens. Died twice. Once because I got poofed off the map by the wind, and once because I was bad. You're all good, Bowman. I don't think you were bad. Also, if it makes you feel any better, guess what happened in our heroic Crown of the Cosmos progression last night? Final boss of the Void Spire. I was just about to throw so much shade at someone, and now I can't even play a timewalking dungeon. I'm gonna say, I am so sorry. I was too busy yapping. That's so embarrassing what I just did. Someone pinged me as well. Right. I'm healing the boss. I'm literally healing the boss. I've never seen this before. They did it. Okay. What I was gonna say was, on heroic progression yesterday, final boss of Voidspire, an old friend, an ex-guildie of ours, joined the raid group. He is now a mythic raider. And he fell off the map. During the boss, our ahead of the curve achievement is on the line. And bro fell off the map. So even the seasoned veterans and the most skilled people have their moments. It was pretty funny. And then some people yap so much during time walking dungeons, thinking that you can just slap the bosses and they'll fall over. They forget the mechanics, soak for too long, and then turn hostile and start healing the boss. So. No, it's a spoiler-free conversation about voice fire, don't worry. Ahead of the curve is technically a feat of strength, I think. Is it? I'm not sure. It's an achievement you get for defeating the current season raid boss, the last raid boss on Heroic. So before the next season starts, you need to defeat the Crown of the Cosmos to get ahead of the curve for Voidspire. And you need to defeat Laura. Oh my god. On Heroic before next season to get ahead of the curve for March on Cardenas. And also Chimeras for the Dream Rift. Okay, well this is just great. Why does that hurt so much? Sorry? Can I just, like, tank these? Maybe I can. Okay. Well. I hope that explanation of the head of the curve made sense. I lost my way a little bit because I started panicking because these trash mobs hurt so much for no reason. Maximum health reduced. Okay, that's why it hurts so bad. And then there's an achievement for doing the raids in the current season on Mythic as well. It's called Cutting Edge. Which, as you can imagine, is a lot more exclusive than the ahead of the curve, because Mythic difficulty is quite the step up in most cases in difficulty. That was quite controlled. Ooh, we got legs. Planning on getting the first in the world achievement for Mythic Lure before I sleep today? Cool. Let's do it. Speaking of which, if you hear a loud scream at any point today, it probably means the race to World First is finished. Because there is a person sat to my right who's very excited about it. So, if there's a sudden outburst, it's Loth. Bruh. I was watching a little last night and it was so funny because they were yelling and being happy about killing it, but then there was a secret phase. Yes. Oh no. I think I predicted that there probably would be a secret mythic phase. I think I asked Loth if he thought that there would be. Just because, I mean, it's a very difficult boss already. And it's the end of the season boss. And Blizzard love to pull that move, don't they, for Mythic? And also, it's the first raid tier where we are experiencing like the new boss designs and stuff to make up for the add-on changes. So I wondered if they would do something for a secret phase based on that, you know? And so they did. So I can literally tell the future. How long is a season? 2 to 3 months-ish? Good question, actually. It does vary quite a lot. How long is a season? Yeah, maybe like... I'm trying to think of recently. End of an expansion, you typically have like a long season while there's like so much anticipation for the new expansion. And then sometimes there's like little in-between patches. I remember there was some seasons in Shadowlands that went on for a long time. To be fair, season 4 was the big one, but that was end of expansion, so yeah, I'd say like a couple of months. Which is why I tend to get a little bit tired of raiding, because it's the same bosses every week for 2 to 3 months. And it loses its novelty on me. I'm like, so when can I go back to my house? When can I go back to like gardening? Yay, we leveled. And we get an upgrade to our Apex talent. So now Healing Stream and Storm Stream Totem do 20% more healing. Fabulous. Same bosses every week for 3 months sounds really boring, not gonna lie. No shade to anyone who enjoys it, of course. Yeah, I mean, say in our guild, for example, in the past, we've always done normal raid pretty quickly, like wrapped that up, and then we move on to heroic, and then we progress that until the end. And then once we've done it, we usually like farm it a few more times now that we know it's killable, just to get people the last pieces of gear that they might need. And then we tend to pause raiding for the season and come back in the next season. That might not necessarily be the case anymore because there is a mythic raid team forming, or pretty much formed already, period. I'm one of the people. And at that point, you tend to raid like a lot more of the season because the mythic bosses require a lot more progression. So we shall see. If A, I survive and don't like throw up the white flag or whatever they say, surrender. I mean, if I last, then I'll let you know. Okay, that's what, level 84? Almost halfway, not bad. Before we do anything else, I am going to take a short break. I'm considering maybe just like doing some midnight open world stuff, potentially. I don't know. Let me know if we're bored of dungeons or not. Maybe we should do something else. I'll be back soon. Hello. Let's alter my stream title ever so slightly. The back of my head looks so bushy. It's in a clip, like one of those nice clips. I bought them so I could, when I commuted to work at my old job, I could put my head back on the train seat, because a regular clip like this makes my head butt into the seat and I end up sitting with my head bent forward like this. Whereas this lays kind of nice and flat, but it's made the hair that I've put in it kind of go all over the place. Yeah, who cares? I thought maybe we could do some open world stuff if people would be up for that. Trying to think. I mean, first of all, I'd probably be elemental shaman. I don't want to see how much experience you get from delves. Pray too, potentially. What's this?
You need something?
Oh,
Farewell.
Noble Garden. Okay. 81k experience for doing Arhelion Plaza. Same for the Dark Way. Okay, maybe we could do... Would you rather heal the delves or be an elemental shaman? I'm actually not sure. What if I look up shaman delve talent? I feel like we've done a lot of healing delves on my priest, but then I guess we've done a lot of DPS delves on my druid, so... You know what? We can do Elemental. We can at least try it. Elemental's quite fun. Tier 8 Delves such a difficulty spike from 7. Oh, do you think so? Oh no. You've got this, Bowman. It'll just take a little bit of practice. Also, like, the more gear you get, the easier it will be. Best delve talents are Farseer. Might need to read what everything does. First of all, gosh. Didn't consider this as a necessary step. Need to make a new set of keybinds. Right, show me. You telling me I'm an elemental shaman and I don't have flame shock? I don't have flame shock. Okay. I have voltaic blaze, which I think replaces it. Replaces flame shock. Okay. Shock the target and 5. Okay, it's AoE flame shock. That's why. Understood. Um. Can I have multiple shields on myself? I can. Okay. Good to know. Ellie Shaman has a special place in my heart. I was playing Ellie Shaman the last time I was AOTC. Oh, nice, Yinny. Sorry, I didn't see the message about Voltaic Blaze replacing Flame Shock. I was looking at the talents, not a chat. Silly me. It's not impossible or anything. It's just noticeable how much harder they hit. Yeah. It's worth it though for the reward you get afterwards. Okay. I don't super need chain heal like on my bar right now. I'm gonna have healing surge. Surge is useful. Earth grab. And then you have very few buttons as an actual elemental shaman, so let's just do this. My bars are a mess, but it'll be okay. Okay. I think that's all good. Now, I don't really know what any of my talents do, but I feel like Elemental Shaman's pretty simple. If I don't regret saying that. um, the Dark Way is right here. I guess we can start with that. We'll try DPS and having Valera as a healer. If that doesn't work out, we will switch to Resto and make Valera a tank. Healer, let's take the Porcelain Blade tip and the Overflowing Void Spire. Eat from the campfire.
One moment.
Tenubala.
And wish us luck.
York, stay here and recover. I'll take that. Now strike.
I guess there was like no reason for me to put this on a tier 3. Maybe we'll just do it on this occasion.
Your life is mine.
Damage is good. More or less. Okay. Seems like the only thing is when you're doing like tiny pulls like this, and my only flame shock ability is on cooldown.
My eyes on you.
So I guess try and just be brave with the pulls. It's so nice having a mass flame shock ability though, that is really cool.
Stay here and recover. Your life. I'll take that. Let me get rid of that.
Elemental always feels very explosive, which is kind of cool. I love the updated lightning bolt animation. Should we try this like big pull? Guess I could use my earth elemental.
Let me get his strength from this.
Their mastery is my favorite in the game. Elemental Overload. Yeah, having the abilities repeat is super fun.
My eyes on you.
Sending out like 5 lava bursts at a time. I mean, I've killed like almost all the forces that we need already. But I'm quite far away from doing any of my crystals.
Your life is mine.
Do you still play Elemental Shaman, Yenny? I tend to enjoy it in waves. I'll see someone playing it and think, that looks so fun. They're just so explosive and their character's always casting something because of their mastery. And then it gives me the like motivation to play it for a bit.
Your pain, my pleasure. Stay here and recover. Gather yourself. My eyes on you.
I do, but infrequently. Right now, the only level 90s I have are Rep Pally, Destro Lock, Devastation Evoker, and Brewmaster Monk. Nice mixture of roles in there, like that. Some melee DPS, some range DPS, tank. Which one's your favorite? Ellie Shaman is 84. Ugh. Hey, girl.
I'll start the breathing. I'll take that. Let's talk.
Might regret using my Ascension there. So now I think I have the last boss. Oh no, one more pylon. My fave is likely my Evoker to play, but I'm maining Rep Pally at the moment. She's a Belf, so it felt right for the story in Midnight. I'm very much a WoW player who has a running headcanon for her characters. Oh, me too. Big time.
Gather yourself.
It honestly feels a bit weird having this character be an elemental shaman because in my head she's a sweet old lady. So it makes more sense that she would be a healer because she doesn't want to
These are my own.
hurt anyone. To be honest, once she's max level, she's going straight back to the house because she's just living out her retirement, you know? That's why she looks like a little old lady. Currently she's glowing red and void, so she looks kind of terrifying, but I think you get the idea.
The pleasure is mine. I'll take that.
She's usually in a really simple transmog as well. When she's at home, she's wearing a pilgrim dress. And she's got her hair in a little, like, bun updo thing. Really cute. She's the character I play whenever we do housing streams.
Stay here and recover.
But yeah, playing a blood elf during midnight must be really cool, especially a paladin, like with so much emphasis on the light and the void. You like the stealth? Yeah, I don't mind this one. This is actually the race to world first is a race to world firsting, just in case. Wondering why I couldn't attack the boss for a second there. I believe this dungeon is based on the Archway dungeon from... Sorry, this delve is based on the Archway dungeon from Elite. Very close. Do you need to breathe? Do you need to breathe? Loft's heart is racing like he's in the race to world first.
Pesky magic. Your pain, my pleasure. Not quick enough.
Oof, 45 seconds on my flame shock on this target.
I'll take that.
Lovely. I don't really see a benefit to doing a higher tier delve just for leveling. Like, we're not going to get anything that we really care about right now. Did just get 2 decor pieces. Oh, just kidding. I did get a weapon upgrade. I suppose it will do. I love the idea that she's just at home baking goodies for the warband, have when they come visit. Yeah, very much. The house that we build on stream is kind of meant to be her house. That's kind of the headcanon. I beat tier 8 at Talaman. Turns out I'm strong enough to beat tier 8 Delves, but I'm not strong enough to get the Nemesis chest because the elite packs just run me down and one-shot me. They are really tough, those Nemesis packs, to be fair, Bowman. I think as long as you are completing tier 8 Delves, I wouldn't worry too much about the Nemesis packs. That's something you can work on, like, later. I should probably go back to the Dark Moon Fair and get my buff. Because I did die and it did expire. And it's free 10% experience. I haven't found a Dark Moon Fair portal NPC, like teleport NPC in Silvermoon. I'm just going back to Stormwind each time. once I get into housing properly, I'm planning on making a very witchy cottage with an alchemy lab and a library inside. Oh, nice. When we say witchy, do we mean spooky or just like small, kind of cramped, almost a bit cozy? Because when you said witchy cottage with an alchemy lab, I'm just thinking of like a wicked witch brewing potions. Which would be cool, to be fair. It's actually one of the builds I've been thinking of working on lately is like a build inspired by a Drust Witch. Because I think they're really cool aesthetically. And just a very archetypical witch with the crooked nose and the horrible posture and the wicked laugh. I guess I will just path back. Now we just don't die for an hour. And we get 10% more experience from everything. Didn't even know what Darkmoon Fair was. To be fair, most people forget that it's a thing, Bowman. It's not exactly something a new player would immediately know about. It's basically this event that happens once a month at the beginning of the month, usually from the first or second weekend. So started yesterday and will end this Saturday. And there's lots of stuff you can do. Like there's lots of cosmetics and collectibles that you can get. The main reason that I go is to ride that carousel. And if you ride it for long enough, you get this 60-minute buff called Wee. And it gives you 10% extra experience and reputation. Just nice for some extra leveling. Right, I'm going to go and do Parhelion Plaza, and then I'm going to hand in both of those Delver's Call quests together. We could even just go and do every single delve, because we should get a Delver's Call quest for all of them, and then hand them all in one big chunk. Whether or not I can do them all in time, probably not, but we can do this one for a start. Might have to leave a little sooner than I normally do for today's stream because I am cooking a casserole this evening and they take quite a long time to cook, so I want to eat super late. I'm going to put... Let's just put it at a tier 1. It's fine. I'm here for the experience, not the gear.
One moment.
More cozy leaning cottage. Nice. I bet there's some really nice inspo pics you could get from like Pinterest or just Google, for example, if you needed some ideas to work off of. That would be very fun. Oh, we can get some sentinels to help us. Kinda cool.
Your pain, my pleasure. My eyes on you. I wouldn't cross me if I were you.
Darkmoon Fair is good for getting a little profession boost too. Can snag some extra knowledge points for a short quest for every profession. Yeah, I like that part too. It's like the most useful when you're leveling in a new profession, say, you know, Midnight Alchemy, and you just can't for the life of you get the last 2 or 3 levels. You're like stuck at skill level 97. You just go to the Darkmoon Fair and do the quests and you get a 3 skill. Pretty much for free. Let's go this way. Never had a casserole, but they look delicious. I'm assuming that's what you were referring to, Bowman. I am making a chicken casserole with onion, carrot, roasted potato, and broccoli. It's basically an excuse to eat hella vegetables in a non-boring way. Love a good curry for getting in some veg when I don't feel like having them. Yeah. Or even a butter chicken dish. Curry I also find great for pulses and legumes. Like I love a chickpea curry. I don't tend to put chickpeas in things or just eat chickpeas as sort of a basis for a dish. But when they're in a curry, especially if they've been baked in the oven a little bit first and they've got some texture, crispiness to them, amazing. Lentil curry as well for the same reason. Okay. We need all the sentinels we can get to destroy these pylons. Oh wait, I think we're gonna get the Glory of the Midnight Delver achievement. This is the story I don't think I've done yet. Huge if true. Need to eat more chickpeas. They are great and they're really good for you. I just can't say it's ever one of those things where I go, oh, I really want some chickpeas. Great option for vegetarians and vegans too.
Your life is mine.
Chickpeas are great, but I never want to eat them. When I do, they're awesome. Okay, they destroyed the first pylon. Then if we awaken all of these guys, they can work on the second one. I have to watch how much red meat and seafood I eat, and I often forget that chickpeas are an option. I end up eating a lot of chicken and turkey. Yeah, me too. To be honest, I don't eat that much meat, and certainly not a big variety of meat. I was vegetarian for quite a few years when I was at university, and honestly, I would quite happily go back. Um, Although I am now in a relationship with someone who really enjoys meat, so that does cause a little bit of a complication. Just because it's nice to cook together, and I'm not going to expect Loft to always eat vegetarian for me, and we also don't want to be cooking two separate meals and stuff, so I tend to lean vegetarian in restaurants, for example. Like when we go to restaurants, a lot of the time there'll be something on the menu that is really speaking to me, that maybe it's something I would never cook at home, or just something I really fancy, and it tends to just be vegetarian.
Stay here and recover.
But yeah, chickpeas are always like a great option for getting your nutrients without eating meat. I'm very texture specific with food, which is why a lot of meats I tend to pass on, because meat that's super fatty or chewy, it's not for me. Things like pork belly, I will admit I've never tried it, so I can't really know, and I should try it. It's actually a big traditional dish in Norway. I don't care for lamb. I find lamb quite like mushy, fatty. I also don't care for the smell of lamb when it's cooking. I'm not particular at all. But to be fair, it's not just meat, because I can't stand mushrooms either, for the same reason. Color, texture, smell, taste. I genuinely don't think there's a single thing about mushrooms that entices me. Where are the last of these sentinels? Okay, there's you.
Let's talk.
And I don't know if we need the last one, but last one's right here.
I'll take that.
I use ground turkey almost exclusively in place of ground beef. Oh, nice. Yeah, I think I would probably enjoy that more too. I don't care for ground beef too much. I do eat it, but I reckon I'd probably enjoy turkey more. Can't do lamb. Super no from me. Pork belly can be nice. My partner often makes it for Korean dishes. Maybe if it were like cooked in a certain way, I don't really know. Like if it were so that the fat turns more crispy rather than chewy, maybe that would be better. I don't really know. Oh, hell no.
Hey, my pleasure.
Oh my goodness. Glory of the Midnight Delver. Yay. That's so exciting. We just got a mount. So we completed the Parhelion Plaza stories, which completed the Delver Lawmaster of Midnight, which completed the Glory of the Midnight Delver achievement. We just got a really adorable pangolin mount. Like armadillo. What is it called? Something Manus? Gigantomanus? Look at this! It actually suits her so much. Oh, Valeria, kind of ruining the vibe here. Look at this, like Armani tribe headdress on this, like, armadillo. It's got its own little mount special, spiky tail. I love the purple. That's cute. We're riding that. Thank you. Just as we were doing the requirement for this delve, I thought, I've not done this before. And then I remembered that this is the one delve that I needed the last story from, so it must have been that. And we finished our meta. I guess I need to work on the meta. I have a guide for it on YouTube if you would like to watch. Hey. It's super simple this season, which is nice. It's just a bit of repetition to get all of the delve stories. The treasures are all quite simple. Nullius, the Nemesis delve boss, is not difficult on the lowest difficulty, and you only need to do the lowest difficulty to get the achievement that you need for the meta. It's just like a face tanking boss, honestly. He just hits a little bit hard, but the mechanics aren't difficult. And then you're done. Oh, you do also need all the curios at max rank, but that just happens by doing all the delves. Purple is my fave color. Need to get that. It's Loft's favorite color too. I'm also a fan. It's also nice to just have a purple mount that isn't just heavy on the void theme, you know? I feel like so much of the purple stuff in this game is void. But this is just a nice muted purple. Oh, he curls up into a little ball. What's going on? We've got like a nice big blanket rolled up in the back. She looks like she's dislocating her hips to sit on this saddle, but good for her. She's actually holding on to the reins. Nice. And then, yeah, it's just got a dress, lots of feathers. Lots of gold. Got the Untainted Grove Crawler a few days ago. Also purple and not void. Adorable. Yeah, I like that one. I think that's a new mount model, actually. Right, let's see how much 88k gets us. Okay. Couple of bars. Okay, very nice. So I think if we just kind of do a world tour of all of the delves and get just complete this delve quest from each of them and then hand them all in, a pretty nice way to get some leveling done, I think. I mean, we made good progress today. We started at, like, very early on level 81, I think. And now we are almost level 85. Healed some pretty chaotic time-walking dungeons. And honestly surprised myself with how much we were able to do with delves too, because I thought I'm scared about being elemental in delves in case I have to just face tank a load of damage and I don't do enough damage, but seems at least for leveling that we're doing just fine. Wonder what else we could do. I guess just like world quests. I don't care too much about doing actual questing, campaigning, or side questing. So probably just delves, world quests. We've got time walking for the rest of today and tomorrow. I guess normal, like leveling dungeons as well. Could be fine. And we've got some options. And if we don't get her to max level, like this reset, which is honestly unlikely at this point, I've got quite a lot to do, we can also just put her on the back burner until the next time walking event and see if we can get her done then. But it's been kind of nice playing Shaman. I do enjoy it in moderation. Next stream Wednesday? No. So I am back tomorrow at the same time, 4 p.m. British summertime, same time as today. I'm actually going live the same time every day this week except Wednesday. So I'm live today, tomorrow, Thursday, and Friday. Which is good because normally I'm only live 3 times a week, but this week I'm live 4, which is exciting. I'm just not streaming on Wednesday because of the clash with my raid and my unwillingness to stream earlier on in the day, because 4 p.m. is just quite a good time in my own schedule personally. So if we want some additional streams, if my schedule allows, then we can try and squeeze one in on a weekend potentially. So my guess was the only wrong day. No, you're all good, Bowman. I would love to stream on Wednesdays because it makes sense given that it's my reset day being in EU. So we could like open my vaults together and like get exciting gear upgrades, hopefully, copium. But it would just mean that I have to stream at a different time. We could go back to Wednesday streams after like the raid season ends, like once we're kind of off season. But I'll have to see how that goes because we're stepping into Mythic this season, so there might not be an off season anymore. Yeah, I could save my vault for Thursday. The only thing is, because of the raid on Wednesday evening, normally it's wise for me to at least take a vault slot on my main so that I can come to raid hopefully with an upgrade rather than like saving it to do on stream. But I do also have multiple vaults, so I could open my alts vaults on stream the following day. There's not really a reason for me to do them all in one go. I just get excited. It's like being a kid on Christmas. Got to see what I'm going to get. I've been pretty lucky so far as well, actually. I got the Gaze of the Alnseer and Veilgor's Final Stare, which are two very good trinkets from this season, in the vault on my priest. I managed to get 4 set within like the second week of the season on my druid, courtesy of my vault, and some luck in LFR. Obviously got another Gaze of the Alnseer from my weekly quest last week. That was fun. Get my first ever vault on Wednesday. Now I'm excited. I'm excited for you, Bowman. You'll have to let us know what you get. That's so fun. I'll often open my vault and then not take anything until after grabbing my hero pieces from the delves. Yeah, that's wise. I might do the same thing depending on how much time I've got. Wednesday. Yeah, I tend to sim my stuff, like sim my vault, so that I can at least try and pinpoint the best upgrade. Just depends on how much time I've got to do all the things before that could get me more gear before I take my vault slot. Anywho, I have a casserole to go and make, so I'm going to wrap up my stream here. Thank you guys as always for joining. It's been a pleasure to have you, as it always is. Like I said, I'll be back tomorrow at 4 p.m. British summertime for another stream. What we'll do... I don't think I've done much vault-worthy stuff on my priest, so maybe we could give my priest some love. My druid is like finished, so we're either priest gameplay, or we could do more shaman leveling, or a little bit of both. But for now, I wish you a wonderful rest of your Monday. Enjoy the rest of your bank holiday. Any Brits in the chat? And I hope to see you all again very, very soon. Bye.